please feel free to let me know. I almost wanted to try gold right here off of this ask. That's if we start moving lower though. Right now buyers keep trying to step in. There we go, we just filled another. I'll try one contract short on gold right at this 33.80.10 level. It might immediately stop me out, so it's probably just going to be a lose on that real quick, and that's okay. Stop loss 38.25, 38.24, 38.2.4, yeah, 38.2.4. I was looking for right above here. Looks like it does want to continue higher. It's a good chance I just stop out and play it safe. The reason I haven't yet is because we are still in a supply zone, so I know that there were active sellers here, but we have to remember we just had some CPI news, and when we get news like that, sometimes we're better off just waiting for the market to react before taking a trade. Now I'm in these shorts, I'm expecting a strong move off of this supply zone, that's why I'm in a short right now, but if it fails, then I'm just going to stop out, and then we'll look for our next trade setup. This is my current entry and stop loss. My entry's at the supply zone. It filled me at the supply zone. My stop loss is right near those highs we just made. Looking for this ask, these sellers to hold up here in the supply zone on gold. Look at that reaction. That was quick. That was nice. Exactly what I wanted to look for. CVD started to drop with it as well. This looks okay on the sells. Just need to see some strong follow through. Let's check our point of control here. Point of control is trying to move lower, but the problem is we have a lot of buy imbalances under us that could support us. So I'm going to be patient right here. I'm just going to wait to see how markets want to react here on gold. I want to see a break below 33.78. 33.78. We just came down there and filled a big ask down there. Sorry, big bid. Bid is buyers, ask is sellers. So I was selling with this ask up here, looking to target some lows. We don't really have much support until I see 33.73 is very strong. 73 is right down here. I'm just in one contract starting off this trade, guys. Did not want to risk much. It was getting a little volatile. We just had news, but we were coming into a supply zone, and we had a lot of ask up here. A lot of sellers, passive sellers in that supply zone. It's what made me take the short. So if it stops me out, it stops me out. That's okay. It's part of my setup. That's alright. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But after this setup, or whatever happens, right, we got a minute left for this 5 to close. I'm going to let it close. However it closes will either stop me out, or what I'll do is I'll look for then the ES and NQ to see if there are any possible setups setting up on them as well. Now we have a new ask setting up at 33.80.90. 33.80.90. So we just filled it. Let's see if we reject again. If we reject one more time, I would add to this short position and keep my stop loss as is. If we don't reject again, let's see, so we could add and put a new stop loss just a couple ticks above that other one, yeah, in case we want to rally right through so we get stopped out. So I added with this ask right here at 31, but we're getting pretty volatile, so if it stops me out, almost expected with this volatility, but we're really looking to capitalize off this supply zone in here. Sellers have been trying to knock us down a couple times now. Point of control is trying to move lower too. 2 seconds, 1 second. That was a nice reaction for the last minute of that 5-minute candle. So I'm going to hold these shorts. I'm in 2 contracts right now on gold shorts. Looking for us to continue lower. We had a negative delta on that last candle as well. Would like to see us maybe target 75 for first target. Nice. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. Let's see. Buy one, and I will look to get out, like I said, 75 first take profit. Well, getting some volatility in there again, but we're trying to make some lower highs now off of gold on the lower time frame. This is on Bookmap, of course. So we can keep an eye on it. Just got to be a little careful. Buyers are trying to hold us. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Wednesday. Don't forget we got Futures Fever today at 11:30, and we'll be giving away a free Apex Trader evaluation account. So make sure you guys join in for that. Alright, 75 right down here. This big ask down here. This is my first take profit. My first take profit. I am now in 2 gold contracts. I don't like that we're trying to hold these buyers in here. Part of me wants to take out a contract right here because of the momentum we had into this supply zone. But we're coming up to another ask up here. I want to see if it gets filled and we get another rejection. I'd like to at least see 75 for a take profit. I don't like that we keep forming new asks higher and higher. But let's see, give us a drop here. I just want 3 more points on gold. 75 first TP right here. And then the next TP I would like to see us re-enter the area where we had our news. Here we go. Nice, get a little move here. Come on now, give us a big drop. Dancing around 75. I'm gonna play it safe and let's see. 75.50 maybe I'll look for. 75.50. It looks like it's ready to drop on Bookmap, though. I'm going to be patient. Let's see 75. 75 is getting a little lighter right now, too. You see how it was thicker over here? They started pulling the orders. They're starting to add some back. Yeah, we're going to get that 75. Damn, hit 60. 76, hit 76. Give me that 75. Oh, you know what? I'll get out at 76. Do I really want to get at 76? Yeah, we'll play it safe and get out at 70. There's 75. Beautiful. All right. Just had to be a little patient. Out of 1 contract right here. I am holding my last contract. Would like to see us move lower on gold. This was phenomenal. Bookmap is amazing. And gold is fantastic. And our trading strategy and system is what's perfect, right? That's what keeps us in a line. That's what gets us these great trades. This was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Kicking myself for getting out of the 1 contract. I almost want to get out of the other right here. I am going to get out of the other right here. So I am, oh, dude, I should have limit ordered out, or I should have manually exited at a specific price, because when you hit cancel, it like gives you a bit of a spread. Damn, 30 bucks away from my 1K day. That's fine. That's fine. We'll make it. Damn, that was a nice trade on gold, though. Something else I was a little concerned about here on gold, guys, is look at our point of control is up here now. So we have some buying imbalances we're moving into. I was a little concerned that these asks start getting held now. So I could almost look to reverse my trade and look to go long, but I like this scalp. I liked that trade. It still is a 2-hour supply zone. We traded that fantastic. It was a fantastic move. We caught the highs up here, stop loss was valid, and we got a nice rejection. We might even give us another leg lower. We do have a lot of aggressive sellers stepping in on gold right now. Oil didn't really give us that much of a move. Dude, gold, thank you so much, made my day. Alright, so now we're going to go find some trade setups. How cool is that? We just made over 900, and now we're going to go find some other trade setups. Because patience is key, and that's how we do things around here. Previous day high, previous day low. Look at this, ask is starting to hold up right here. I'm glad I'm out of my short. Very glad I'm out of my short. Gotta just read the price levels, read what Bookmap is giving us. So I'm just updating right now our previous day high and previous day low on ESNNQ, putting on demonstration so you guys can see the crosshair a bit better. That's an aggressive seller. Guys, the difference between an aggressive and a passive buyer and seller on when you're reading Bookmap is orders like this that we see on Heatmap. These are passive orders, right? Because these are passive sitting waiting to get filled at this specific price. Passive orders, passive orders. The aggressive orders are the volume bubbles. So if we get a big volume bubble coming in, that's an aggressive order. This was an aggressive seller, so we got a little bit of a pullback there. We've had some aggressive selling on this way down. Really nothing that stands out, right? If we're looking back at this, the most aggressive selling we had volume-wise was this 200 right there. There goes gold. Nice. Nice. Dude, that might keep running, man. That might keep running. What a beautiful trade on gold. Great way to start the day. I'm not chasing. I'm not getting back in. We have a low volume node right here, too, on the volume profile. That's because we had that news back here. But, yo, that was a wild entry on these gold shorts, dude. Could have definitely held a little longer, and that's okay. I was getting antsy to find some setups on ES and NQ, but I gotta remember, when ES and NQ are choppy, a lot of times we'll get better moves on gold or even oil. Now we're able to look at oil, guys. So happy to be able to look at oil again as a option to trade. Let's see. So let's look at, wow, gold, now you're gonna sell off like crazy. I'll tell you guys what, we'll see if we go fill an ask somewhere. Find some sellers and we'll short with some ask again on gold. Because this thing does want to go run to our TP. Let's see, CVD's been dropping too. Nah, let's go back. ES and NQ, let's find our setups. YouTube guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget guys, join me for Futures Fever today. That is at, Futures Fever today is at 11:30 a.m. on Benzinga. Let me just get last week's winner. I gotta get last week's winner. Half a second. Alrighty. So look, this very big ask, this big, was that the bid? Right, yeah, the bid got filled here with an aggressive seller. We pulled back from that point. This is gold still. Coming back near that 73, 72.90. 72.90's 42 lots to sell on gold there. 30-minute closes in 11 minutes. I'd like to see 73 again now. Let's see if we could see 73. 73. There's 73. I'm going to take it. Stop loss at 75.2. Looking for us to continue here. Actually, how's our point of control looking here? If we're pushing lower on point of control, ooh, we're not. It's getting close, though. 54 seconds left in this 5 minute. I'm back in the short on gold. Looking for, I got short with this ask right here at 73. Looking for this 5 to continue lower. 40 seconds left. There's point of control moving lower. Okay, let's be a little patient. Now I want to see us move lower from here. I'm a little concerned this big bid got filled down here. I'm concerned that there's a buyer trying to protect their position, which means they will not let price get that low again. But we'll have to see if trend is strong enough to the downside. We'll be able to run through that again, no problem. It gave us a pullback. Next big ask is 33.68 on gold. Nice, guys. Great re-entry. Wow, phenomenal. So we're back at that price level, and because I re-entered, I'm going to just manually exit. We took that for a nice quick scalp on gold. Point of control still moving lower. I'd still be confident in it. Right now I'm trading the book map levels, right? And simply making it very easy to trade the trend. I mean, very easy. So we're just gonna wait now. That was gold. Now let's come back to ES and NQ. What I'd like to see is any areas of interest here on ES and NQ. I'm gonna delete our volume profile for now, to get a more clear shot of what's going on. Obviously, we're making higher highs, we're making higher lows. I've been preaching about how we're bullish for a little while now. Yo, good morning, Fairchild. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well today. What's up, D. Harvey, Ozzy, Adrian? Good morning, guys. Greg, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are ready for a great trading day. What a great way to start it, right? So let's get into some ES, see what we're doing on ES. I want to look at the 5 minute, and I actually do want to look at the volume profile, and I'm going to mark it right before we had that impulse move. And what you guys will see is what this impulse move we created a lot of low volume. So we have an imbalance from 54 to about 42. So this is my imbalance area, and we're going to mark that out as an imbalance area. Or we'll just call it imbalance. Make the text a little larger. So this is our imbalance area on ES. So every time we dip into it, I'm not going to look for shorts every time. I'm going to look to see if buyers want to step in at any point. Guys, by the way, gold came back up to that 73 where that other ask was and rejected again. It's range bound right here, but we're better off selling those highs because the trend has been rejecting the supply zone. Amazing, man. Really amazing day so far on gold. Probably be done for gold on that. Let's see. It just wants to keep going too. It's crazy. Oil. Oil's on a hot streak right now. I'm so happy about that. You don't even know, guys. Previous day highs broken, previous day lows down here. I'd be a little concerned to trade oil right now because oil's daily time frame is already very extended. And if we're looking back, you know, what are the odds we want to keep going higher from here? We've already made $1.60 on the day, or even more, $1.65. These days, of course, went for $3 a pop to the downside, though. And a lot of times we'll see a lot more aggressive selling than we see buying. So be a little skeptical and going long up here on oil. I can't believe, guys, look at this, guys. Gold is still going. Absolutely love that. That's crazy. It's going to go to that final TP. That is wild. I'm up 1180 on just gold this morning, so we'll see what other markets have. And markets haven't even opened yet. So let's see. Here's okay. I see something on oil that I'd like to look out for. Wow. Yo, gold. Damn, man. You're welcome. I mean, damn, that was crazy. I even had that pullback entry at 73 up here. I mean, dude, gold's just phenomenal. Phenomenal to the sell side. Amazing selling pressure. Really clean. Really clean. So this is a 30-minute order block here on crude, right? And now something I noticed is we had a 30-minute order block here. Impulse move. Then we were able to pull back, hold it, impulse move. I'd like to see if we could, again, pull back and hold this one now. 66.15. 66.15. Look at all the support gold has down here now. So I wouldn't take any shorts at these lows. We've had our entries on gold. We had our entry at supply at 33.80. We exited for about 5 to 6 points on those first two contracts. We re-entered at 73. We got out again for another quick scalp. I believe it was only about 3 points. And we are just keeping it cool, calm, collective on gold. Real nice trades, really just following that trend and following price and volume. Good morning, Gates. Hey, what's up, Gates? What's going on, Brody? Did you catch that gold with us? I hope you did, man. Are you trading any gold lately? Or are you sticking with NQ and ES? And what's today? Oh, I thought it was Monday. It's Wednesday. Join me for Futures Fever today. Giving away an Apex account. Just NQ, saw me live. What's going on, man? Every morning. Always feel free to pop in. Cool to have you in here. That's right, Futures Fever with Kev, you got it. Absolutely. Dude, I hope you're doing well. How are your evals? How are your fundeds? I saw you're up to 10 now? 15 now? I could be wrong. I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up the past week or two. I've been extremely busy. 20! Gates is up to 20 Apex funded accounts right now, maxed out. Love to see it, dude. And I saw you got a bunch of payouts coming out. Amazing, man. Amazing. That is awesome. Guys, this is Gates. He hosts, I always get it backwards, the Trader Bacon Show. Bacon Trader Show. The Trader Bacon Show. He hosts the Trader Bacon Show on Benzinga. That's on Mondays at 11, and we actually met there. He had me on as a guest Monday 11 a.m. They do 3 giveaways as well of free Apex accounts too. But I mentored him for a few months, and I'd like to think I helped. He's told me I've helped, but I'm really happy to see where he is. Dude, gold, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nothing beats a top tick sell. You were the linchpin to turn me around. Hey, appreciate that, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all a team effort, guys. I'm here to help, right? But it's up to you guys to make the difference in your trading. It's up to you guys to have follow through. I could teach anybody anything, but if you don't have that drive or that desire to want to get it done, to stay passionate about it, to show up every day, do what others aren't, whatever the case may be, you're going to end up in the same place. Gates, absolutely love to hear that, man. Great job. Great work. Let's see. We're looking at ES here, guys. We do have some selling pressure. I can't believe gold has just been selling off so strong this morning. That is wild. Wild child. Let's see. Taking a look at oil. I'd like to see it pull back to 66.10. Throw up our footprint chart on here. Something I noticed though on oil is we had a real strong impulse move overnight here. VWAP's been curving higher. So again, oil, I mentioned on the daily time frame, sort of extended out, right? Very strong daily candle right here. I'd maybe want to see oil pull back and then look for an entry. Gold. Out of speechless on gold right now. Yo, concentrator, what's going on? Mr. Potato Man, we gonna get it today. Get some potatoes. Let's see. Dude, that's insane, man. Could have held these gold shorts from 33.80. Wow, I always forget we have these on TradingView. Very important. Now at this point, guys, I'm looking back, right? And we're looking at this imbalance area. And I'm extending it to the left. And something that sticks out to me is, look, this area was an area of resistance when we were below it. This was on Tuesday, so this was yesterday. It was resistance during the New York session. And then it was even resistance during the overnight session. And then it was also resistance recently in the pre-market. So again, I'd like to maybe see if the 60-50 area, we want to find some support. We could use Bookmap as well to see what's going on there. What's up, Joel? What's up, Concentrator? Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit better, man. I'm dealing with that stomach stuff. I think it's an ulcer or something, man. I'm doing my best to stay out of the doctors. Just deal with it. Definitely don't recommend. Look at this low volume. There's no volume right there, right? We always look for low volume nodes. Well, this is almost a no volume node because when the market had the CPI news, we just completely pushed to the upside. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. So right now, look, every time we try to move in to this imbalanced area that was created from that economic data news, we had a bid get filled here, a bid get filled here, a bid get filled here. So it tells me that, again, we're going to, if move lower, we're going to chop our way lower, or we're going to find some support at some point. So I'll be looking for these bids to get filled and aggressive buyers to step in after they get filled, or if we could hold it and have an aggressive buyer step in as well. That, along with our time frame analysis, will help us find a really good, solid entry. Goodness. Let's see. ES finding some support here. We can take a look at the NASDAQ as well. NASDAQ also near an area of resistance. And something else too, guys, to note is ES is in an area of supply. So if markets open up in this area between 60.56 and 60.70, there's a good chance we might stay range bound. So if, again, this is what I would be looking for, and because now I have support right under that range, I'd look for either a manipulation below our range into or near that 52 to 50 area that's also previous day high, and look for some longs, some buyers to hold us and target new high, which would be the top of that new range, or I'd wait to see if we could break above that 75 if we don't reclaim this imbalanced area, and then maybe look for a retest and see if we create some new type of maybe fair value gap, order block, whatever the case may be. So here we go, 63.75 on Bookmap on ES right here, guys. Check this out. 1,050 lots, and with this white level, that's the large lot tracker. I have to make a video for Bookmap on that. I've sort of been lacking on that. This shows that almost 100% of this 1,050 orders is one trade. So is this guy really shorting 1,059 now lots of ES at 60.64? Or could this be a spoof order and he's going to pull it when we're 2 points away? Right now I don't know, so I'm going to be patient. We want to wait and see how markets react to that. Yo, last stonk fighter, man. I like the name. Welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome. Always good to see some new faces. Been a lot of new faces in here lately. Hope you're all doing well, ready to make some money. We just killed it on gold before. We're able to take some beautiful shorts. We took shorts right here in supply. We got a retest on the same candle with Bookmap and a strong ask, so we added. We're able to scale out here for some nice profits. Then we were able to take a retest on this candle for another scalp too. I was not holding. I did not hold for the full move. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but that is not a way to trade, right? The only way to trade is to do what we can apply every day, right? And that would be looking for directional trades, looking for range trades, but looking for a setup or system that you could repeat day in, day out, right? In any markets that you're looking at. So right now, something I note too is ES is rejecting supply and VIX is at a key level, might be trying to move higher. So that's bearish sentiment times 2, right? VIX pushing higher is bearish. Obviously, ES pushing lower is bearish. Look at ES trying to move lower through these strong bids down here. Right now, it's 9:02, so markets don't open for 28 minutes. We might not get anything. What's up, Fairchild? Apex charged me for another month, but I blew the account weeks ago. They didn't give me a new login. What gives? So yeah, Fairchild, what happens is if you blow the account and you still have that monthly fee, or you haven't canceled your monthly subscription, on that monthly recurrence, when they rebill you, they will give you a reset of your evaluation account. So it's the same login credentials, but they just reset the account for you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are all doing well, guys. Happy Wednesday. Can't believe we're halfway through the week already. Is it Friday yet? Let's see. Whoa, there we go. There we go. Look at that, guys. These bids got filled. We got a strong, quick reaction right there. Some aggressive buying. Now, I'm not taking these trades because it's still pre-market. I do not like to trade pre-market. Volatility can get very wild and uncertain, right? So I want to be patient and want to sort of wait it out. Wanted to see the setup hit more of the New York session open. The login creds don't work. Fairchild, login creds don't work where? Are you trying to log into your TradeOvate account through TradingView? If that's the case, sometimes what happens is once that month rolls over, they have you go back, log into TradeOvate itself, and reestablish the add-on for TradingView. Thoughts on Long's edge full green CPI reaction? What up, Double C? Yo, good question. That's funny. I saw recently Edgeful added those CPI and PPI reports, and that's pretty cool. I want to see how they are. Let's check. Reports. We got all the fun tools here. TradeOvate itself. Oh, that's weird. And now your Apex account, make sure you log into your Apex, check that out. Are you able to log into your Apex account? Reports, let's do. Where do we have our economic data? Let's see. What is it? CPI? CPI. There we go. CPI reaction. How cool is that, guys? They have a CPI reaction. Gates, it was good having you in here, bro. Okay, so look at the CPI reaction. CPI reaction, green reaction, 67% chance of a green day. This is at the past 6 months, so I would probably look back at the past year because we're looking at CPI reaction. It doesn't happen too often. So let's take a look. Yeah, logged into Apex, looked at the info they want me to use for trade. Yeah, and that info's still not working? That's weird, man. That's got to be something on their end. Guys, look, this is why I don't try to trade this pre-market. Very choppy, very wicky, but it's giving me what I've been looking for. I've been looking for buyers to step in this area of imbalance on ES, and we keep getting that. Hey, check this out. If we look back at the past year, green reactions, only a 43% chance of a green day. This is on ES, though, so let's take a look at NQ. But NQ is probably going to give us similar results. Might be a little off, and that always depends on how red of a day we closed on ES, right? Because if NQ and ES usually trend together, if one closes as barely a red day, the other has the opportunity to close more of a green day. Waiting for it to load in here. Oh, almost had it. It's gone. Oh man, that's pretty funny. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Here we go. NQ, 1 year, CPI reaction. Now it gave the same results for the 6 months. It was like 63%. Yeah, look at this. NQ does have a higher percent chance of closing green. Even on red reactions, that's something to really be careful for, guys, right? Seems like CPI days tend to lead to green days. Something to keep an eye on. Who pointed that out? I think that was YouTube. Double C. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good pointing that out. Yeah, no, for sure. That's a great way of sort of gauging our data analysis and along with our price and volume analysis. And something else, too, to line up with that bias, we're just sort of being our own technical analysis, right? And when we're on just the hourly, 3 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, whatever we want to look at, we see that we're creating higher highs and higher lows. So even now, once we zoom into like a 30-minute, we're still creating higher highs, higher lows. So our trends on all of our time frames are sort of in confluence to say, hey, yes, we are trending higher. Something I want to point out real quick on gold here is we're starting to base near all these bids down here, right? We're starting to base out. CVD has been green. Might be an okay reversal point on gold right here. I just would be patient. We just had such a wild sell-off on it. That was crazy. I'll probably leave gold alone till market opens. It gives us more of a clear direction. ES is also sort of just chopping around right now, holding my area of interest. You guys see how every time we dip into it, we pick up some volume here. So we'll be able to eventually just keep moving this lower to see, okay, now this is now our imbalance. We went into this area. This is no longer an imbalance. Price was given the opportunity for volume to hit at these price levels. And this is our new imbalance. Double C, you trade the NQ only? We were trading some gold earlier, man, and we absolutely killed it. Killed it. Love seeing that. I see a lot of traders, I like to call them Instagram traders, trade gold or XAU USD, and that's it. Like, they just trade gold. Like, I know Carmine Rosado, this is my mentor years and years ago, supply and demand. He trades just the ES. He doesn't trade NQ at all. He trades just the ES. Then there are some traders that just trade gold. There's always going to be different traders. There's always going to be different traders using different tools, using different indexes, using different strategies. But as long as you find a strategy, you can use the same strategy as the next guy, but because we're all human and we're all different psychologically, no matter what, we're going to have a little bit of a difference in that. Gotta go do prep. Yo, you got it, man. Talk to you soon, Gates. Be well. Talk to you soon. Let's see. Look at that, guys. Gold did give us that reversal there. That is phenomenal. And this is interesting too here, guys. Look, so an aggressive buyer came in here on gold around, it was like 33.54-ish. Aggressive buyer came in, it brought us higher. Once that buyer came in and it brought us higher, there was then an active buyer, a passive buyer, right where that aggressive buyer was. So that tells me that maybe, just maybe, This buyer at 54 down here was aggressive. We started moving. Then they put some passive orders to try to protect their position or to add to their position. What happened? Market came into it. We dipped below, and then we were able to reverse with some more aggressive buying. We retested it, and now we're continuing higher from there. I do think gold reverses from this point. This is a broken supply zone. I almost want to take a gold long right here off of this previous day high. But seeing how bearish we were and how green I am on the day on gold from these shorts, I don't want to go giving off my profits back, especially because I don't have multiple signs of confirmation. When we were taking these shorts, we had good signs of confirmation. We were off of a supply zone. We had good volume analysis. We were filling strong. Asks were getting filled. We just had an impulse move from CPI. So things were sort of lining up for this gold trade. Let's see. Yeah, you're on MNQ only now? Alright, cool, man, cool. Best of luck. Definitely be careful. It's good that you're starting with the MNQ. That way you are able to trade multiple contracts if you wanted. It's easier to trade multiple contracts on MNQ than it is to trade one contract on NQ. And the reason for that is because it gives us the ability to either scale in or scale out of a position, along with the ability to size down and appropriately risk whatever we're looking to risk on that trade. See, I liked gold to retest this broken supply zone right here and hold, and this would have been my entry right here if I had a little more confidence or I did want to take that trade. We could check where our point of control is currently trading. It's slowly moving higher. It's definitely higher on this candle, so again, that would have given me confidence to take this long right here, but I'm not in it. That's okay. I think we want to continue higher. 65 would be target to the upside on gold. This looks great, man. Gold's been a real nice read today. Signet's looking at, what's that, silver? I don't even know, man. SLYG. Let's check. Oh, yo. Look at oil, man. Oil wicked off of my alert price. That is really funny. Yeah, I'm a beginner trader at this point. NQ costs a lot more than I don't know. Good. Yeah, take it slow. Start with MNQ. Double C, are you trading on a prop firm or are you trading with your own capital? Let's see, SNQ, looking all right. Now, guys, something I'd like to note too on ES right here with this volume profile is it's a P shape right now. Just for right now, this could change, and of course, this is only on the from that CPI news, so it's going to be obviously a P shape because price was only given the opportunity to fill volume up here. Prop firm, good, man, good. Always good to start with the prop firms, especially if you're in that beginner phase. Even if you're not in a beginner phase and you're just looking to see some consistency, looking to maybe forward test a strategy, you're not looking to risk your own capital, but you want to be able to take payouts, that's why prop firms are so great. I wish prop firms were around 5 years ago, 6 years ago when I started trading, because if that was the case, I'd probably be at a much further point, even from where I am right now, because of how great prop firms are. It really gives you the ability to trade, take out profits, and not risk your own capital. I mean,
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah? You don't like...
Because you, when trading your own money, you exercised greater discipline, or you learned a greater level of discipline, because it's so easy to say, it ain't my money, I don't need to be as disciplined. But when you traded your own money, you developed a stronger level of discipline, and which made you a better prop firm trader.
That's true. That's true. That's an interesting way to look at it. I feel like when it comes to prop firms, it's a little subjective on if they're good or not, because it really depends on the individual and their psychology. Because like you pointed out, yes, if you're trading with a prop firm and you have the psychology of, oh, well, I could just blow it and then I'll reset it. It's not my own money. It's no problem. It's just $30 to get another one. It's no problem, or whatever it is. Then, yeah, you're going to have the worst trading psychology and you're going to get absolutely nowhere. But if you're taking it seriously, you're treating it like a real account, literally treating it like a real account. You're not trading a $50K account, you're trading a $2,500 account. That's your trail stop, that's your account size. You're trading it appropriately, you're taking your system and your strategy seriously, then I do think it could be a big benefit. Because once you do start seeing payouts with them, you start growing an account, it's a benefit in the sense that if you're up 4,000, 5,000, and yes, unfortunately, one day go on tilt, because that can happen with your own capital too. You're at least not losing your own 4,000 on that, right? You're at least not losing X amount. You maybe have gotten a payout already on it. And again, it's that motivation to want that payout, to prove to yourself that you can be a profitable trader, that you are a profitable trader. That makes that difference too. But I get what you're saying, Marziti. And that's, you know what, I don't know if you've seen on Top Step, they're very active with monitoring their like top traders. And I think that's really awesome of them too, because that adds an extra sense of accountability for them.
Plus, if you're a married man, your wife will explain it to you if you're losing money with your real money.
Yeah, oh, she'll explain it's the nice way of putting it. Damn, gold with the reversal off that area too. Gold's like a book today, guys. That was insane trade on gold today. Seeing 60-50 with 1,000 sellers. Let's see, 60-50, 1,000 sellers. 1,040 sellers. 60-65. Oh yeah, right near 60-65. I have 60-64 for that 1,050 sellers on ES. But I will say, with a large lot tracker, it says that almost 90%, maybe even 100%, probably not 100%, I'm sure there's a few orders in between, make up this one trade. So maybe we get a little closer to it, it's a spoof order, and we reject it. Maybe it's a really passive seller, we're going to get a real strong aggressive buyer to blow us through it. Markets open up in 12 minutes, we got a little time to figure that out. What platform monitors traders again? That is Top Step. So Top Step, they it seems, I've noticed because I follow them on social media and stuff, they'll post like their top 5 active P&Ls for the day. They'll post like their top 5 payouts for the week. They'll post like if they're bringing up anybody live. They reach out to their live traders. This guy I follow on Instagram trader. Maybe I'll drop his name, Baron. But whatever, volume profile. Everybody's volume profile lately. Volume's what moves markets. I'm gonna hate it when it stops working because everybody's using it. But it's cool because they'll reach out to him and be like, hey, do you want to come on for our live stream? Top Step has live streams like, I think, not 24 hours a day, but like a lot. Like early market, before market opens. Then I think they even have another live stream for the Asia session too. Alright guys, we're just waiting now on ESNQ. We're waiting on market to open to give us an idea. YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Usually I'm only live Mondays and Fridays. Figured I'd hop on for today is Wednesday. I have got Futures Fever today. Let me get that link up for you guys. Futures Fever, me. Hopefully the boys will be in there today. And that is Peter Tuchman, the Einstein of Wall Street, and David Green. These are 2 veterans in the trading industry. Let me just get my links. Copy. Alright, YouTube guys, make sure you guys check that link out too. That will be live. Talk to the guy, Baron. He's very good, man. Like, incredibly good, smart. 2 mechanical engineering background. That's cool. Yeah, Baron's cool, man. Very cool. Up and running now. Was gonna skip this month and reassess belonging in the account. This must be a sign to keep at it. Yo, Fairchild, you gotta keep at it. The only way we fail in trading is when we accept defeat. You show up every day, you make that difference, you make that impact, whether you're making a difference in just journaling your trades, or you're following a specific setup to a T that you're only entering that setup, that strategy. Whatever the case may be, come at it every day, return every day. look for those results. If you stay active with this strategy for a week, for a month, I promise you'll see results in a month, not in a week. You can't do something for a week and expect results. Remember, guys, we're looking to trade and we're looking to make profits from the stock market. This is something that can make us a lot of money, like endless, right? Trading is the most scalable job out there. 90% of traders don't fail, they quit. That's right. That's right. Yo, Random, I love that, bro. Love that. 90% of traders don't fail, they quit before they're profitable. That is awesome, dude. Yo, Random, man, I'm going to start quoting you all the time. I mean, we got our, I think we're going up. It's either going up or it's going down. Dude, that one's gold, and I love that. I got to get that on a hat.
It's basically everybody on YouTube.
Yeah. But,
Followed by, I don't know.
Yeah. We're either going up or we're going down. I don't know right now. We'll have to see. See, I like to, when I do my analysis, I'll joke, I'll be like, we're going up or we're going down, I don't know. But I like to give a little bit of thought process behind it, right? If we do this, then where's our follow through? How can we trade it? If we don't do this, how will I not trade it, right? What else can I look for? But we're either going up or we're going down, but I don't know. We'll have to wait. Time will tell. Like, all right, thanks. I could have figured that out on my own. Me and everybody else watching. 7 minutes for this 30 minutes to close. 7 minutes for the New York session to open. We got a lot of things coming up soon. We got a lot of bid down here too on Bookmap. Really looking for that 60-50 area to hold. Yeah, I absolutely love seeing the amount of success in different traders and what prop firms are bringing to the industry. Even just futures alone, you know, I feel like prop firms opened up the world of futures to so many. Like, you needed a good amount of capital to trade futures back before prop firms were a thing. Even Trade-O-Vate, I don't think their fees were as cheap as they are right now. Let's see. New York session opening soon. So guys, something I just want to do a quick little run through of what we're looking at here, because I do see some new faces in here. So guys, here's my trading view screen. This is trading view. We have the ES top left, the NQ top right, the VIX, the bottom left. VIX should be inversing direction of the ES, and of course the NQ as well, usually does help. And bottom right we have is our weighted index. Now our weighted index shows us a bundle of stocks. I'll be brief on this because everybody who is in here for a while has heard me mention this plenty of times. But basically Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, and AVGO. These are 6 of the top 10 holdings on especially the NASDAQ. AVGO is heavier on the NASDAQ than it is the ES. So what this weighted index does is it helps me gauge direction and strength behind the NASDAQ and essentially the ES, because they do tend to trend together. If NASDAQ is trending strong, a lot of times ES will feel that momentum. So with that being said, this is the weighted index. Nice to meet you. That's how I use it. Very helpful. And I also will look for my equities, right? Now let's take a look. Our equities, we have Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, and Amazon. Guys, Tesla was a buy at 300 once they started having their pissy fight. But we're back at 334 already. Huge move back to the upside. It's probably going to reestablish itself. Obviously, they're going to get along again. They're going to kiss and make up, and everything will be okay. So right now, let's check to see where equities are currently trading at. So looks like Meta is currently trading above its previous day high. Apple is range bound. Microsoft is range bound. Sorry, I was on Microsoft, but Microsoft and Apple are both range bound. Nvidia is above its previous day high. That's a bullish sentiment. Amazon was above its previous day high. Now it's currently trading back below its range. And that is Tesla's above its previous day high as well. We got a whole lot going on. We'll be patient and see what's crack-a-lackin'. YouTube guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. Join our community at Bullishbrs.com. I go live Monday through Friday for our community here, and markets open in 5 minutes, so make sure you guys run that like button up and I'll keep the stream going. And guys, Also, obviously, this is Bookmap. This is our order flow tool. This helps us find our entries, our exits, volume analysis, and so on. One of the other streams were saying that Apex rules were very convoluted. What are the rules that most commonly cause confusion? Good question. Let me see if I have. So I guess the main rule that causes a lot of confusion would probably be the Here, let me get something going here. Rules. Apex Trader webinar. So some of the rules, like the let's see, the 30% rule, that's a major rule. So basically, open trades should not exceed 30% negative drawdown from the account's profit balance. If you're up 4,000, you shouldn't be down more than 1,200. Now, this is a rule that, guys, we should be following as traders, even if we're not on a prop firm. If you have a $4,000 account and you're down 1,200 on a trade, I'd hate to break it to you, but you need to reassess your strategy, your system, and your risk management. New/low profit accounts, 30% rule is because it's a new account, you don't really have much profit in it. So the 30% rule is based off of your trailing threshold. So that's why I also say, guys, we're not trading with a 50K account. We're trading with a $2,500 account. And same situation here. If we're trading $2,500 account, we should not hit a trail stop or a single losing trade or a losing day for $750. That is a big loss right there to a $2,500 account. Now, as you grow the account, that 30% will obviously grow with the account, and then the 30% turns into a 50% once you double the account balance, the safety net, which is the profit target. So once you're at like 4,000 profit, 5,000 profit, I think it would be 6,000 then, because profit target's 3,000 on the 50K account. So once you're at 6,000, your trailing threshold is no longer 30%, it's 50%. So this is a rule a lot of people will mistake and really worry about. A good way to calculate your 30%. Another thing with 30% is people will complain that, oh, well, I can't make 30% in one day. Well, then that's BS, yada yada. But again, that's sort of silly. Because if you're making $2,000 in a day, right, and you're on the 30% rule, your total P&L when you go for a payout should be at least $6,667. We're going to divide it by 0.3. That gives us the 30%. It tells us what this 2,000 would be 30% of. So let's say your best day was $1,100. You do divide it by 0.3, and it would give you your total P&L for the end for when you pay out. That's not that big of a deal, guys. You should be able to repeat some of your better days consistently in the market. And you shouldn't really be having a day that's exceeding a huge amount, right? You shouldn't be having a total P&L of 6,000 and be up from one day 5,000. That shows that Apex that, hey, you know, this guy might not really be trading. He might just be sort of YOLOing it. Risk account sizes and 30% rule. So here's real quick, guys. The market opens in 40 seconds, so we'll keep it brief. 25K, $450 max. 50K, $750 max. 100K, $900 max. So on and so on. They do allow news trading, but they don't allow you to straddle. So you can't be in a long and a short on two separate accounts. They are not happy with that. Trailing threshold, went over that. More rules. Dollar cost averaging is allowed. This used to not be allowed. This is allowed now. Trade half contracts until trail stop is achieved. Now, this is something that not too many people talk about, but it's not necessarily that important because a lot of us aren't going to, and none of us really should be trading 10 full accounts. Markets are open. Let's see what's going on. But that's the main rules for Apex. I'm looking for ES here, guys. 60-50. I wanted 60-50. Let's see how we react towards the 60-52, these passive buyers in here. Okay, this is sort of what I'd look for. Be a little patient right now. I like that these buyers are trying to hold us. I really want to see us dip into that 60-50 though when market opened. Part of me thinks to start the position here and add on the dip, but let's wait a second here, see how we want to react. I did, yo, you got a Fairchild, absolutely. I did do a webinar on Apex Trader funding too, if you're interested. Guys, I'm considering longs on ES here. Let's just be patient 1 second. There's that 250. We're hitting that low volume node. There we go. We're filling it. Perfect. Ooh, selling pressure above us. Let's see. Now we're going towards an ask again. Fill in this. I'm sorry, bid. I'm keep doing that. Bid is to the downside. Bid is buyers. Ask is asses. I'm just kidding. Ask is sellers. Alright, there's another big bid right there. Seeing if VWAP wants to hold, and if it doesn't, which it's not looking like it does, I'd consider longs if we could start retracing from here. Yeah, for sure, man. I'll find the, if you want, I'll find the link. Stick around, wait till market sort of develops here. If we have a setup here, I'll take it. If we don't, I'll find the link and I'll send it on over to you. Actually, I could probably pull it up right now. That's no problem. Seeing that the market's dumping. Is this it? Yeah, I think so. I like that we're dancing right here. I'll try it on ES down here. Just trying a long position, be a little careful. Stop losses at the low we just made. Looking for a reaction off of this bid right here. So I'd like to see this be the retest and hold, and if it just pushes lower again, then I just stop out and that's okay. $42.25 is my stop loss. I think 45 was my entry. Sellers are dancing on this price level right here. I'd be a little careful. It does feel like we're trying to move lower, but weighted index is bearish. Just be a little patient here. I wanted this imbalance to fill and for us to move higher from it. So if it does reverse back higher, we might be able to get new high of day, but if it pushes back lower, then that's okay too. We'll look for our next trade setup. Yeah, look at the selling pressure. Ooh, there we go. Buyer's really trying to hold this low down here. Struggling though. Struggling. Really needs to see some continuation, some follow through, some aggressive buying pressure come in here. How are equities looking? Apple bullish, Microsoft bullish, rest of equities are pushing down at the moment. Yeah, let's see. My stop loss is still at 42. Looking like I might want to run for that stop loss. I'm just holding right now. Let's see. And that's alright. If it hits our stop loss, it hits our stop loss. Gotta be prepared for every outcome of our trade. Building some support under us. Only 7 seconds left though in this 5 minute, and that's a little concerning because I do think point of control is probably going to be lower. Yeah, not looking too good on these longs right now. I might look to see if we can get up to 50 again and then exit this long position. Possibly even reverse it. Yeah, look at these sellers, man. Let's see. Yeah, not looking good there. Looking like it's getting close to my stop and stopped out. That's alright, that's alright. Let's wait and see how we react here. We still have this broken supply zone right underneath. I want to move my volume profile back now so I can look at it from the full futures overnight. Pretty range bound right there. I'd wait on ES and NQ. Gold looks okay. I'm glad we had that nice trade on gold. Aggressive sellers on ES here. At this point, I might wait to see if we could pull back towards 47 to 50 for shorts. See, I'm sort of changing my bias up. And we'll have to see how we react to it. Equities are pumping right now, though, so I'm going to be a little careful on this.
%30 is crazy high.
30%. Are you talking about for like the 30% rule?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I mean that's easy. That's like, to me, it's like an easy. I don't know, to stay within.
Oh yeah. Agreed. It's called a consistency rule for a reason. I'm putting my limit order out here to take shorts at 47. Stop loss is 50. This is just one contract. I might look to add, depending on the reaction. Okay, so it just filled me. Might move higher. 50 was pretty strong to the sell side. I'm giving it room to add at 50 if we reject 50. I like this rejection. I am going to add. I'm going to keep my stop loss at 51. And these shorts on ES, really looking for a quick little move lower here. Now, I was concerned buyers would step in around 50. And we flipped 50, so now I was looking for sellers to step in at 50. There's 50 finally. Almost. I'm a little nervous on keeping my stop loss at 51. Let's see. Hitting that previous day high, trying to reject. We do have buying pressure though on equities. Stop loss will remain at 51. Is there any areas that flipped here? Oh yeah, maybe 51.50. We'll see. We'll see. Point of control. How's point of control looking? It was trying to move lower. Need to see some better selling pressure to bring us lower here. Now, if this I was right about to say, if this candle closes green, I'd maybe look for longs. Mother ducker. Alright, let's see. Let's get out of this short then. Where are we at?
Mother ducker?
Mother ducker. Quack, quack. Ooh, okay, got me out of one contract right there. I'll hold if it wants to dump here. It did just fill a pretty big bid though. Selling pressure's not giving up, though. Nah, it's holding that area. I need us to break below 45 again. Get below 45. That would give me some strength. But we're holding it, man. That big bid. That big bid at 45 saying protect my order. Come on now, let's crack that guy. Ooh, he said no thank you. We're getting some black orders around us here. We might get some volatility. Be careful. It ain't even worth it to hold this to stop loss. I'm just exiting right there. Buyers are stepping in. I said I'd like longs if we closed green. We got that closed green. We're hitting this big ask right now on ES. So I'd be careful. Would want to see a pullback. I want to see if we can get another bid to go along on a bid. Oil. Oil gave us our entry? I don't remember an alert. Gold chopping and bopping. Ooh. Hold up now. Hold it now. I'm not in anything right now, guys. I would be patient. Looks like it could go either way. We're either going up or we're going down. Random, what you looking at, homie? Nas with the selling strength. ES trying to hold this bid down here. Oh, that was a bad fill. I'm going to try along here. Stop loss of the low we just made over here. I wanted to see if that bid wants to hold. And we want to finally reverse back higher off that CPI pullback. Bring us back to New York session open, which would be around 55. Got some passive sellers sitting up there. We got some ask that needs to be filled up there. So I'm in longs off of this 45 area. Gave me a pretty bad fill though. Filled me at 47. Which, yeah, I was going to say, might mess me up. Feeling more like a fail right here. Like we're going to fail through.
Sorry, man. I got company for a couple more days, but I was actually only had the one trade there, and then I'm just waiting for this reaction off of this rejection here.
Nice. Let's see. Bro, get your company on the charts.
A lot of work goes on in the summer at my house, so it's like stressful.
Yeah. Bro, you're talking to the #1 guy when it comes to stress. Dude, these sellers are trying to drop us lower here, but buyers are not giving up, man. They're really trying to protect this 45 level right now. I think they want to fail it, though. Buyers keep failing to bring us higher. Sellers keep failing to bring us lower. We're squeezing like crazy right here. Even CVD starting to squeeze. $15-minute closes in 30 seconds. I want to see a squeeze higher here on this 5-minute for the 30 to close with the rejection back higher would be huge. Huge, 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 huge. Please. Nah, we're not going to get it. Weighted index is weak right now. Ooh. Let's see. It's trying to drop, guys. Equity's holding.
VIX is trying to climb a little bit.
Yeah. No. There's somebody at 45 right here, like crazy strong, but sellers just don't care.
On NQ, just waiting for that 957 react.
Nice. Yeah, ES is chopping. Anything on gold? Golds keep dropping. Gold had such a beautiful trade today, guys. Amazing. There we go. Come on, buyers. Step in on ES here. It's like, nope. This feels like it wants to sell off. Let's see. Equity's pretty weak. Yeah, I think we want to drop here. Once buyers fail, sellers will prevail. See, weighted index drop, and there we go. NASDAQ with a nice move lower. I might look for NQ shorts. Let's see, NQ a bit weaker today. Ooh, big drops there. I love that. Love that. Let's see if we get 40 for an entry on NQ shorts. Damn, man, let's go. I look for 40 for NQ shorts, possibly target new low a day. Here's 32. So looking for 40, right? Yeah, 40. Oh, there's a seller. Damn. Dude, that seller that got filled right there was crazy. Apple selling off. We might get another leg here, guys. This might be one of those crazy parabolic to the downside days. They pulled 50. Just waiting right now. In a small area of support here. But I'd assume point of control and volume is moving lower. Yeah. If we get an entry around 40, that'd be great. 40 is a low volume node up here on NQ. Don't think we will. We could. Only about 15 points away. There we go. There's 30 again. This 15-minute, though, this 15-minute supply we're in is broken. Yesterday it worked as support, so a little careful with that. Looking for 40. And then we're going to look for an aggressive seller once we hit 40. There's 34. 36. Sellers are trying to step in on it. Alright, there's my 40. It filled me on 40. 50 also now has a passive seller, so I'll keep my stop loss around like 56 to see if we want to wick into 50. There's 50. I'd want to see a strong reaction off this 50 area, and it looks like we're trying to break through it right now. Look at that, equity's holding. Ooh, damn, look at that. That's crazy. Ideally, we'd like to see sellers continue, but with the reversal we just had there, guys, a lot of people are going to be trapped in the shorts. So let's just wait right now. 50 is now an area of support. We might look for 50 as an area of support. We're able to flip our bias. We're able to flip whatever zone or level we're looking at. Nice, there we go. ES also rejected this broken supply zone, so we're pretty range bound right here. 15-minute closes in 8.5 minutes, 30-minute closes in 8.5 minutes. Wow, look at that reversal, guys. That's crazy. ES coming near 60.50. Equity strong. Microsoft new high a day. Nvidia off of a key level. Yeah, equities are bullish right now. I think I want to scalp NASDAQ. Really aggressive.
NASDAQ just went 80% off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Just from pivot to pivot. Like just from a swing low, swing high. 80% off. Buyers had to step in.
Yep. I mean, our point of control was lower on this last candle. Usually signals continuation, but it did end up reversing. Our signals are not always going to hit 100% of the time. We got to know that. If we're looking for something to hit 100% of the time, we're going to be looking forever. Find something that you could trust, have good risk management around it. That's all we could do. Damn, man, that's crazy. Just keep going. We have a little bit of a fair value gap right here on ES, low volume node too. Just hit a ask up here. That doesn't mean anything if we have strong buying pressure. Buyers are still here. Buyers are still here. Would not look for any shorts right now. That's for sure. My issue with ES today was we had like so many different areas of support down here. It was hard to gauge. But that's sort of why I was waiting. Let's see what else we got. Oil did end up giving us that setup. 30-minute closes in 6 minutes. Weighted index, new high a day. Meta pumping. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well today. Don't forget to join me for Futures Fever today at 11:30 a.m. on Benzinga for a chance to win a free Apex account. What range are you trading on NQ right now? Random.
I'm on 80.
Oh,
Sorry, it's
80.
really loud here.
Oh, bro, you're good. That's my bad. I'll quit bugging you.
Just, here it's mosquitoes are bad. I got this mosquito buzz guy, and my dog's going nuts. It's like they spray for mosquitoes or whatever.
Yeah. Damn, look at this pullback. That was a crazy move right there. Right to VWAP. Crazy right there. Right to a bid on NASDAQ.
If you're on 80, it's not bearish or anything, right? It's still in an uptrend. But I just took like a 5 short on that, but I was mostly long today.
Cool. I took Naz on that pullback.
Yeah, it's not bearish right now. Like
No, for
it's traveling
sure.
up, right? So
No, we're going bull. We're going bullish at the moment. Pretty range bound. Bulls are struggling, but definitely more leaning to the buy side. That's for sure. Would like to see another run up here on equities. Microsoft at previous day high and struggling. Give me one more pop here. I'm gonna get all out for a scalp. Come on now. Damn, man. This thing ain't messing around. There we go. Get it. Get us to 97 now. Bruh. It's pretty funny. Maybe we dip towards 80 one more time. I'm holding these longs from 75. Almost want to make this a no-lose trade, but I feel like that'd be tightening up the stop loss too tight on this. Sellers, man, not giving up. Not giving up. Bring us back higher one more time off of that 80 level. One more time. Dude, come on now. Hold above 80. I mean, equities aren't really bearish right now, but clearly we have some struggle right here. There's an aggressive buyer trying to step in on NASDAQ. We really need this buyer to hold us. If we fail, probably going to go see some more downside or range-bound price action. Yeah, buyers keep oh, he's trying his best. Come on, little buyer. I know you could do it. I think you can. I think you can. I know you can. I know you can. There we go. Some aggressive buyers. Follow through now, please. Order flow is definitely leaning bullish. I just hate all of these dips we've been seeing. Minute 18 left. I want to get out of this long position so bad. Boo. I have 66 as my stop loss. I am concerned we go hit my stop loss. We have 70 as a bid on NASDAQ. Really wanted this candle to close green, but we're rejecting on the weighted index. That's a big red flag. Holding this long at the moment. Still looking at that last 5 that closed green, but we're looking for range bound right here. So let's see, 30 seconds left. Need to see volume push higher with price. If we don't get that, it's a good chance we remain range bound or push back lower again. Need to see a strong spike. Buyers keep trying to spike us, but sellers keep trying to drop us lower. Yeah, look at that, guys. Boo, bro, that's crazy. Come on now. We need the 70. 70 keeps trying to hold, but there's a really strong aggressive seller at 69.50. Come on now, 2 seconds. Let's hold this. Let's pop now for the next 5 minutes. There we go. Getting a little move. I'd probably want to get out into some strength here. Give me another pop or something and I'll get out. Wanted to get out at that previous 5-minute candle high. Around 97. There's 90. 91. Struggling at 90. Come on now, give me a pop. So close. So close. 90. 93. So close. We're getting there. Dude, I'll get out at 92 if it gives us 92 again. Alright, I'm out right there. Nice long scalp on NQ. 74 to 92. Almost 20 points. Looking to trade off our zones. Look, trade with a direction. That's pretty clean, guys. We did nice on gold today. Little wiki on this NQ short. We got stopped out, but then we were able to make some back on that NQ long. Looking good, guys. Look at that. There we go. There's that 97. Great stuff today, everybody. Nice. There's 2200 again. Beautiful. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Oh, glad I got out. I got out 92, guys, of NASDAQ. Been very range bound the past, like, 5-10 minutes. So I don't really want to be a little careful. Directional, you know, we are possibly looking to continue back higher. But, I'm out of this NQ long for now. What a trade on gold. I gotta respect my my take profit a bit better. Trump now says Fed should lower 1 full point after CPI numbers. That is crazy. Now, that's just what Trump's recommending. I don't think Trump has any actual pull on the Fed. He can just recommend.
No, he's just trying to apply shaming pressure and stuff like that, or, you know, swinging his
On
weight
Powell.
around, but no, they're independent.
No, yeah, and I figured. I thought so. I thought I saw that somewhere. Alright. Dude, this crude oil trade, right? So guys is looking for this 30-minute order block right here. Once we get a green candle coming out of it, or maybe there was something on Bookmap that would have given us our entry down here near 66 even. But whatever the case may be, yeah, look at that. We rejected, and then as we pushed higher, we created a new level of support. We closed green. That could have also been our entry point, target new high a day. And that would have given us not even a 2-to-1. So I probably wouldn't have even taken that if this was my entry. Good stuff today, ladies and gentlemen. Proud of you all. Beautiful trades on gold. Beautiful trades on NQ. ES. Random giving us our note of encouragement. Close your eyes, bro. That's funny. They're bros for life. Guys, look at this, look at the chop we have right now. Now, the reason I say look at the chop we have is we had this imbalance created by CPI this morning between 40 and about 54. And since New York session opened, we opened at 55. We sold off. We had our manipulation below 40, right? So we headed towards about 37, 35. Then we were rejected back within this range. So now that we're back within this range, we wouldn't really want to be looking to grab a long position as we're going higher. We wouldn't want to grab a short as we're going lower. We would want to probably follow this trend, which would be buying the dips. Or we would want to stay out of this trade completely, which is what I'm going to do, and say, okay, these market conditions are very poor right now. I'm going to wait till we leave this area, this price level, and see how things reflect then. Guys, just an FYI for any new members in here, please beware of any fake Discord Kevin accounts. What they'll do is they'll look very like me, but they'll have, their name will be like, Kevin Trades _ or something like that, and they'll message you saying, hey, this is Kevin, do you want to do mentorship, I just need you to sign up with this Forex broker, blah blah blah, you could copy trade too, a whole big spiel. It is fake. It is not me. The Forex, the broker they have you sign up with, is not a real broker. You will not be able to withdraw. I do apologize if you did fall for it already, but not the case, not me. I do mentorships. That's separate. I have a whole website built for it to keep it legitimized. They are not me. They could never be the real Kevin. Marzity, how's it going, homie? See any trades? Take anything at the moment?
I've been on crude lately because the the indexes have been just too news jerky. So
Yeah.
I've been on crude. And then I did fine today. I mean, I'm still doing the paper thing as I move back to scalping for me, but it's working out.
Good. Good.
So thanks for asking.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I love crude. I feel like since probably just June 6th, the last Friday, we had a bullish day, and that bullish day was the momentum and volume we needed to sort of drive us through and above 64 and 64.40. I had a pretty strong key level. Once we got above that, I have been liking the price action. Just been a few days for me for crude oil, but I see what you're saying.
I'm actually hunting for another futures that's going to be in the same volatility bracket as crude. I'm doing a little searching this morning.
Maybe like platinum or something?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Or
you still got to
silver?
find something that's got a tight bid ask and it's got at least a decent amount of daily volume. So that's what I'm hunting for.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be real tough. Gold, silver, maybe. That's what I was thinking. Metals, because metals tend to trend together, so you could at least look for gold and silver to trend together, something like that. But oh, you know what? Natural gas, right? NG. Natural gas is one.
Well, I got plenty of gas. I mean, I eat a lot of beans.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's funny. No, but NG's pretty good. That's an interesting one. And I think you get Bookmap NG as well. Let's see. Bookmap, NYMEX, NG. Is it NGN? Is it N? Let's see. What contract is it? N. NGN5. Subscribe. Let's check it out. And instrument not found. NGN5. NGM maybe?
Yeah, I'm not finding anything. I've gone through the list of things. It looks like crude's going to be where it's at.
NGZ. There's NGZ. They have it. And yeah, I was thinking the same with crude. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why gas wouldn't be there. But yeah, CL, crude oil, gold, ES, those are my bundles of joy. Gold's so nice sometimes, man. Look, we had choppy markets on ES, so we got a cleaner trend on gold. Weighted index chopping and bopping. Same with ES, came down to this 46 heavy bid down there. We held it. Alright, guys, let's see. Let's see. I'm definitely leaning more towards the buy side, as I mentioned earlier. Would be looking to buy these dips, wouldn't really be looking to short those dips. But I'm just waiting. I'm pretty done for the day on that gold and then that last NASDAQ scalp we took. Yo, Charlie Mike, how you doing today, man?
Not too shabby.
Yeah, doing alright today?
points right now.
Nice, good. Yes?
No, I just NQ. I think I took 3 trades, so yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
All right, for index people, Bassett is speaking right now.
Uh-oh.
And while it's, this is one of these things you got to remember that the algos interpret his speech live real time. And if he even says something, missteps, misspeaks, whatever, doesn't mean to say, he's not implying anything, but his words come out wrong and the algos interpret it wrong. You can see a knee-jerk reaction in the markets.
Yep. That's right, guys. Markets love to do the jerk. I don't know if you guys remember this from 20 years ago. You're a jerk. I don't know. Dude, that's a throwback right there. Nice. Naz holding up. Naz retested my entry point down there around 74. Gave y'all a re-entry on. That's pretty clean. ES is back near its New York session open. Concentrator, how you doing today? Joel, you too. What's going on? Kavitha, how's it going? How are your trades going lately, everybody? Accountability time. Victoria, you too. Chime in voice chat or chime in the main chat. Let me know.
Just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Nice. All right, so no trades today, Joel? Not yet?
I'm waiting, but I'm a bit sick, so my mind is not fully sharp, so I'm just taking the perfect time. I just don't want to rush, especially today.
Good, man. Good. That's exactly how it's got to be. If you're not feeling it, if you're not 100%, if we're not at your level, whatever the case may be, stay out of it. It's the right thing to do.
Couple things let me point out to folks about, especially if you're a newer trader. After you get the feel for a ticker, and that's an important thing. Every ticker has a personality, has movement range, different things like that. Remember that, you want to set usually some type of a daily goal or something like that if you can. And the reason that you want to do that is because you don't want to overtrade. And what I mean is, let's say that your daily goal is, just picking a number here, $200. Okay. When you make, let's say, 100, if you've been doing 3 contracts, it's time to scale down to 2. Because if you make a bad trade, you don't want to wipe out your 100. When you get to 75%, let's say $150 profit, you want to scale down again because you don't want a bad trade to wipe it out. And when you hit 200, if you're trading the ES, drop to the micros or walk away. If you've hit your daily goal, walk away and don't continue to trade and give it up. Psychology speaking, when we get real close to our goal, we start to think that we have more margin for error. Because we say, well, I'm 95% towards my goal here. I can afford a wider stop, or something like that. No. If in my case, if I hit 75% of my goal, there's a very good chance I'm going to wait for more perfect setups, if you will, or A+ setups. There's really no such thing as perfect, but in my opinion. But you don't want your day to go red from green. So tighten it up, reduce the number of contracts, switch to the micros, or walk away. Whatever you need to, but lock it in and don't give it up. That's the whole point. Some days you're only going to make 10% of your goal because of a choppy day. You got to remember, this is a long-term thing. This is a long-term project, long-term job, or whatever you want to say, kind of thing. And you're not going to make, some days you're going to knock it slap out of the park. And some days you're going to go red. But the key is when you got green, lock it in and walk away. We just continue to want to play the slot machine, but you got to be smart.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Trader Ted. That's awesome.
Even if it's on paper.
That's right. Gotta treat every account like it's your own. Alright. Yeah, Marziti always dropping dimes. Look at this, guys. ES continuing higher. NASDAQ continuing higher. Love to see the trend. Love to just follow direction. Weighted index has also been making new higher days lately. Microsoft right here. It's been a new high a day. Apple's the only one that's really bearish at the moment. Look at this, guys. Apple New York session opened. We had one green candle on Apple. Since then, we rejected previous day high and pushed lower since then. Other equities, look at Microsoft. It's the complete inverse of Apple. It's been pumping higher. So equities don't have to trend together all the time. But when we see a majority of them, that's what helps us find direction. Yo, Dan, what's going on, Dan? How are you doing today?
Yeah, here's a funny one.
Oh, no.
Are you telepathic?
Oh, no. What happened, man? What's going on? Overtrade?
Yeah, but I won 12 out of 22.
Ooh, all right. 22's, yeah, you know what? 22's a lot less than 60. We got to start somewhere.
Hey, don't go telling everybody that.
Oh, that wasn't your trades. I had 60 trades. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's
I
quite
have
funny.
done that.
So we had a nice 3-minute demand zone set up at 21,920, and I caught it. And then my wife came in and said, "Just try on these trousers, see if they fit you anymore." I said, "Nope." And I'm just going to the dry cleaners. Can you just try them on quickly? And I looked at Bookmap and saw a massive sell band come across at 21,945. Got out for 25 points profit, and it went another 100. So
Wow.
there's another 70. But I think the point is that you got to lock the door.
But you got a
She's
what?
just double checking that you're not too big for your pants now.
Yeah, it's either that or go on a nutritarian diet.
Nice. Have fun
That's,
with that.
Yeah, that's just
It's an American expression, too big for your pants. I don't know if you know that one, but it's basically means your ego's gotten too big.
No, I never heard that one. I thought it was your head's too big for your hat.
Same idea, exactly the same idea. Yeah.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
we have to be altruistic as well as self-centered.
Well, just remember that too big for your pants is a male expression only. Don't ever say it to a woman.
High grade copper. Oh, okay, bond auction at 1. Yo, YouTube guys, I do apologize for missing your messages. You guys were unfortunately hidden behind. I had another tab open for Slack. High grade copper. Copper might be another one you could trade. We'll take a look at copper. What's copper's ticker? Is it not CO, is it?
I don't know.
Wait, C. Cocoa. Cocoa is just C. Go trade some London cocoa futures. Oh yeah, tons of volume there. There's a whole total of 5 volume on that last candle. There you go. That'd look really funny on Bookmap. Like 1 volume here, 1 volume. Let's see, gold.
Good symbol for copper is HG. Henry George.
Okay, this might be one. Copper. It's got some clean looking price action. Probably mark up supply and demand on it as well. Support and resistance looks like it might work. Yeah, that's interesting. On Comex, let's see. HG. Let's try again on Bookmap. HG.
Daily
probably-
volume looks to be around 50,000 contracts, so obviously dramatically smaller. But tradable. The bid ask, I don't know. I'll have to go look at that.
HGN5. Let's see. Oh, Bookmap's got copper. Yo, that's gonna look weak. Oh. Listen, guys. When it comes to things that are lower in volume, and are available on Bookmap, even things like individual stocks, Apple, Nvidia, if you have access to that on Bookmap, it could give you really strong areas where there's very strong passive sellers or buyers. This area right here on copper, look at this, came into it. Big volume came in. We ended up rejecting it. Our entry would have been on the rejection once we start pushing lower, and stop loss would have been at those highs. Now I wonder, let's see how this trade set up. If we took this trade setup at 1018, that's just recently right here. So let's see, where would our entry have been, right? So if we took that entry, and how many contracts would we be able to trade to is another question. Alright, we'd be able to trade at least one if we were risking 200. And our entry was 48.44. 48.44 right over here, which would have been, yes, our entry. So that's interesting. Definitely interesting. Could possibly be another one to trade. HG copper. Thank you, Exhausted Trader. What was this? This was like ES or something. No, it was NQ. Yo, Fairchild, good looking on that copper recommendation. That might be a good one. Marzidi, let me know if you think copper.
Looks like it did wick a little bit at the 8:30 candle with the 8:30 news this morning. Let me compare that to the ES. Hang on.
Yeah. And volume, obviously volume's a lot lighter. Like, we're not going to see hundreds or even that, and definitely not thousands. But it's still relative in the sense that it's volume and information by price, right? And that's what we sort of like to look for. Yeah, this is interesting. I like copper. That's cool. Look at this big passive seller at 60.70 on ES, guys. They pulled it. No longer there. What's up, B Trader? What's going on, Brody? Welcome. See some new faces in here. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you're here on Discord, you guys could shoot me a message. Just come over to my name wherever I am, if it's in the main chat, or if you're seeing me here, you click it. This is my only Discord account. There is no others. And I will not message you first. You guys can message me if you got any questions, if you want to sign up for any mentorships. But other than that, I will not try to get you to sign up for any copy trading or anything.
Sorry. Matt.
Alright, let's see. Gold's been range bound since we had that big sell-off. I can't get over this gold trade, by the way, guys. We probably could have gone for a 10-to-1 risk to reward on this, but I chickened out and only took like a 3-1. I know. What am I doing? But but amazing trade on gold. Really clean direction. We were even able to scalp it again going lower. Let's see. Yes, climbing higher. Look at how we've been chopping, but we've been making our way higher, guys, right? So since I said I'd look to buy the dips, that was around 10 o'clock. We've made our way up about 10 points on ES. On NASDAQ, we made our way up about 50, 60 points, and we're still going. Equities somewhat holding. What's really helping this rally right now, guys, isn't so much all of our equities, but mainly Microsoft. Look at Microsoft is rallying today. Strength in Microsoft. Meta is struggling. Tesla also struggling. Nvidia struggling, but it came off of this area of demand. So we had a lot sort of going in our favor for the longs today, especially when Nvidia hit this low at 945 right here, right? It reversed. Here's our 10 o'clock right here, and it continued its way higher. Apple has been struggling, but at this point, if we're looking at these 5-minute candles, they're all green on all of our equities, so we would be expecting follow through on ES and NQ right now. Guys, something I want to mention, I posted a video out on Instagram a little while ago, and it was basically, the video was, is it time to buy? And I'm going to show you guys that one right now. I'm going to send the link. There it is. And I said this on May 5th. Created this video May 5th. And since May 5th, I'll show you guys where ES and NQ are both currently trading at. Posted it May 5th. That's right over here. Right? Where is it? May 5th, right here. We had a red day, so from our close. So we had our measurement tool. We're up over 7%, almost 6%. We hit highs of 7% on the ES since I posted, is it time to buy? And again, I'm going to share that in the chat right now so you guys could see that video. And the reason I mention this, guys, is because I want you guys to follow through and follow my videos, whether you follow it on Instagram, follow it on YouTube, follow it on TikTok. Follow these videos because it will give you some sense of direction of overall market sentiment. I'm not just going over, oh, here's CPI, here's how it came in. I'm going over, here's CPI, here's how it came in, here's what we can expect. Here's this, here's what's going on, here's what we can expect. I'm giving you guys a full breakdown of whatever's going on in the economy that we could use to our favor for our trading, for our day trading. Here's the video I was talking about. But could this be the buying opportunity of a lifetime? Markets have dropped as much as 20%. Consumer spending is at lows. Just sort of talking consumer spending, what's going on. Money is made when fear is high. Right, big money's made when fear is high. Exactly what I said in this video. And again, that's back right before we had our breakout of this resistance range. And if we were looking at the NASDAQ, NQ, I believe is up over, let's use our ruler tool, May 5th. NASDAQ hit highs of almost 10%. 10% return since this was posted May 5th a month ago. And while no one can call the bottom, top investors are shifting towards value stocks, energy, and financials, positioning for the next major market rotation. I go over market rotate. Like, I try to cover anything that's important. Anything. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Bro, my stomach, man. I don't know, dude. I'll figure it out.
I think we're going to get ready for a turnaround at 22,050 on NQ.
Yeah, why do you think that?
Well, I just bought a 15-point scalp on the top, shorting because I missed the whole run-up.
Now, just because you missed the run-up doesn't mean you have to short it. We are still technically somewhat running up, but
It does if it means I have to wait 25 minutes.
As long as it hits your criteria and you have a trade set up there.
Well, part of the criteria though, 25 minutes.
What's that?
That part of the criteria is 25 minutes. I thought that's 320.
I know, I thought so too. If it's 24 minutes and it hits, it does not hit my criteria. I cannot take that trade. Let's see. Crude also gave us our entry off of this order block down here. So crude, gold, and even NASDAQ gave us some really clean trades today. I would say gold and oil gave us clean trades. NASDAQ, ES have sort of been more range bound.
No, there's a bearish fair value gap. Something. I think it was. No, so there's a supply zone above us.
You got a supply zone on NQ?
Yeah.
Cool. I would just be careful with shorts, right? We're trending higher, so I would really be buying the dips here. Right? We always want to trade with the trend. See if we can maybe dip down here to about 22.030 and hold. But right now we got some selling pressure. Right now, me personally, guys, I don't like these ES and NQ markets right now. They're very range bound. We're in supply on ES. I don't have a supply here on NASDAQ. We've been trying to move higher. We had CPI. There's just a lot going on. Microsoft now finally looking like it's trying to top here too. Apple with a bit of a rejection. I would just be careful off of this 25-30 area. I would think this is a pullback more than a reversal. Ozzy, how you doing today, bro? Oh, he's out of here. He's out of here. Desi, Greg, Garrett, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well today. Gotta be careful, limit your trades if you're trading these markets. You don't want to overtrade, you don't want to size too heavy, you don't want a revenge trade, you just want to be patient and wait for your setups, just like we do every day. Sometimes the setups happen right away, as we saw our gold setup happened at 8:35 today. It's an hour before market even opens. But it's gold, so we don't really essentially need that New York session volume, because gold is a very, very, very highly traded commodity across the world. So it doesn't really need that New York session volume, so setups like this can occur, happen, and play out almost anytime futures markets are opened. Look at that, that ended up being a pullback. I liked that off of 30. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream in like 5-10 minutes. Gotta get prepped for the Futures Fever. You guys join me for Futures Fever today. Come in, drop a like, say hello, show some love, and win a free Apex account. And, yeah. Right now, weighted index is trying to move lower, so I'd be careful on any long-term longs on NASDAQ. VIX is pushing lower, but it is at a key level. So again, I would be careful. So at the moment, really just waiting for market to give us a better idea and a clearer direction. There we go. Nice. Look at that NASDAQ. Love it, love it, love it. Buying those dips up. What's today, guys? The 11th? 6/11. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the jury and of the trading world, I appreciate you all. YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys. Join me for Futures Fever today. The link will be in the comments. Discord, the link will be in the Discord. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys were able to make some money with me today. I know I did all right. And what days of the week do you stream? Like, you have a schedule? What's going on, Double C? Yeah, so I stream Monday through Friday for our Bullishbrs community here in our private Discord. And that's Monday through Friday, 8:30 to about 10:30, 11. And yeah, we go over our pre-market prep, we find some trade setups, and we take some live trades as well. Monday through Friday, also post on social media as well, Trading with Kev. All right, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Hit me up if you guys got any questions, and take care.